I found it, a second-floor apartment in Mussomeli with the view I was dreaming of, and the price tag that felt like a gift. But I'm not buying it. In fact, I might be running away from it. The real deal breaker isn't the damage, it's the neighbors. Imagine owning a house where you can't fix your own roof or repair the staircase without getting a permission from other families. Today, I will take you inside of this beautiful disaster. When I saw this property online, I felt I had found a real hidden gem. The apartment is a good size, and it is on the second floor. This is a big advantage because you avoid many of moisture problems that are common in ground floor apartments. The building is on a new wide street, with modern buildings on both sides. This makes life easier because delivery vans and other vehicles can stop close to the entrance. I also checked the parking situation. There are several places to park nearby. I saw a few cars parked in front of the building, but I'm not sure if parking there is officially allowed. Good parking is a big advantage in this area. In one of my previous videos I showed the parking problems in the old part of Mussomeli. It looks like someone lived here less than 10 years ago, so I don't expect you would need to spend a lot of money to make the apartment comfortable again. Another bonus is the high quality furniture that is already inside. Instead of buying new furniture from IKEA, you can keep and reuse most of these pieces after the renovation. Before we start the property tour, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Your support motivates me to spend more time making new videos and showing you the reality of the Italian property market. Let's start with the bathroom. I was surprised by its condition. The tiles, toilet, bathtub and bidet all look good. In my opinion, everything should work once the water supply is connected. Of course, you may want to renovate it in the future with modern tiles and larger mirrors, but for now you probably won't need to spend thousands of euros on a new bathroom. Now, look at the windows. They are made of metal, they are not very old, and they have external shutters. I think you should expect to spend around 10 to 1500 to repair and adjust all the windows. In my previous renovation, I tried to repair the windows myself. In the end, I spent more money than I would have paid a professional. A specialist has the right tools and can buy spare parts at better prices. I don't recommend doing this job yourself because it can be difficult to find parts for older windows and shutters. There are also few visible problems inside the apartment. The first one is the damaged ceiling plaster. I checked the roof above this room and didn't find any damage in that area. The problem may have been caused by a leaking water tank in the past. Before reconnecting the water, I would inspect all the pipes and the water tanks to make sure there are no leaks. The good news is that this repair is not very expensive. You only need to remove the damaged plaster and apply a new layer. Many people can do this themselves after watching a few YouTube tutorials. That could save you another 1,000. By the way, would you do renovation work yourself or would you hire professionals? Let me know in the comments. You probably also noticed two black areas on the walls. I believe they were caused by a roof leak and I will show you that in a moment. Now, let's look at the shared areas of the building. At the end, I will give you my final opinion about this property. The roof is easy to reach using a normal staircase, just like the stairs to the apartment. It has an area of about 80 square meters. At first, I thought it could become a beautiful rooftop terrace with amazing views of the town and the mountains. Unfortunately, the roof also has another owner's water tank and heating equipment. That means you cannot block access to this space. Even if the other owners agreed to build a terrace, the project would be expensive because you would need to protect or move their equipment. The biggest disadvantage is that you would spend money improving shared property instead of improving your own apartment. Even so, I think this apartment could be a great choice for someone else. I'm looking for a property where I can add a lot of value through renovation, and this one doesn't offer this opportunity. However, if you want a cheap home that is almost ready to move into, this could be a very good option in Mussomeli. If you don't plan to build a rooftop terrace, you can simply repair the roof, stop the leak, and leave everything else as it is. There is also another interesting possibility. This apartment could be divided into two small studio apartments and rented on Airbnb. I think it could provide a good return of investment. When I visited Mussomeli, accommodation prices were quite high, so I stayed in the next town for almost half of the price. This is the reality of €1 or cheap house dream in Italy. Sometimes the house is easy, but the condominio, the shared ownership, is impossible. You are not buying just the stones, but you are buying the relationship with the neighbors you have never met. So, would you take the risk? Would you buy a house knowing you will need a committee meeting for every fix? Let me know in the comments, because for me, this view isn't worth the headache in the future.